Well, we're on to race number 7, the Ascot 1000 Guineas at 4:05, 1800 metres, final of our listed races to have a look at, Matt, and some past winners of this race. Normally he throws up a result.
Yeah, a bit of value around Marty. All class for Steve Wolf, took out the race last year at around the $6 mark. Sky Drama from Michael Lane scored at double figure odds, $31. Girl Play, $10. Wave Rock, she was the last favourite to win, $2.70.
She was very good.
She was a very good horse. Royal Drive in 05, $21. So normally does throw up a bit of value, and I reckon on Saturday there's plenty of value about the open race.
I think you've got to make your decision whether or not you trust the Champion Filly Stakes form.
Well, I'm not.
Okay, that's the decision you've made. I'm throwing it open to our viewers on PRTV that they either trust that or they go for a race like Test Case came out of at Bunbury, a little bit like One Cool Queen came out of at Pinjarra, which in fact has thrown up the winner of this race on 2 occasions.
Okay.
So we'll roll some tape here, Matt, and let's have a look at the Champion Filly Stakes win here of La Plunge. It was outstanding.
For the way clear from Clueless Angel. She couldn't accelerate. She can't really let down. And For Your Eyes Only from back in the field runs on, but La Plunge kicks. It's La Plunge at the 150 over. Impressive journey. Cherie Chevelle and For Your Eyes Only, but La Plunge is giving back as a great sight. And she's going to win the Champion Fillies all the way.
Very good win there by La Plunge. A very good ride from Clint Harvey also. Leader Bias Day sent her straight to the top, rated to perfection. Kick Clear was too good for her opposition. There's plenty to talk about. We'll just go down the page. 2 For Your Eyes Only. They rode her back in the field. She wanted to hang out a little, approaching the swing for home. I still thought her effort was very good to finish in 3rd position. Step Up to Weight End's obviously another challenge for her, but she did hit the line well over 1600. There was plenty of buffeting early in the race with Clueless Angel, who came across and significant, copped a fair bit of interference.
Yep.
And I thought it was still a good effort, finishing in 7th place. Heavenly Divine snuck home along the fence. I thought the run was okay. Has had the one run over the 1800 for one win in the past, but drawn out there in gate 15. Not a Single Mac, finished 10th. Drawn 14. I couldn't have Not a Single Mac. Never Easy. Work was very good after the line up the hill. Will be suited by the extra distance. Tascosh Charlie was beaten 20 lengths out of sight. Can't be winning this race. I forgot Broccoletta, number 9.
Good.
And probably was one of the best runs in the race.
Definitely.
Drawn ideally in barrier 1. Shouldn't be worried by the step up to 1800. Brocoletta's, probably one of the main horses to follow out of that race.
Well, let's head to Bunbury and watch the win here of Test Case back in the field. Looked into a bit of trouble, and then Pike got the Testarossa filly to the outside, and she zoomed
down
late.
the outside, Miss Heskett. Western Jewel the middle, and here comes the favourite right down the outside. Test Case with Hibernian. It's Test Case, Hibernian. They've gone up together to grab the lead. Western Jewel getting through. It's Test Case in front. Test Case clear from Western Jewel. Hibernian followed then by Miss Heskett, but Test Case prevails.
Very impressive win there by Test Case. She'd been meaning to break through for her maiden victory, and she was able to do it over the 1675 metre journey down there at Bunbury. She also will be appreciated the step up to 1800 metres. Jason Whiting aboard. She's drawn barrier 10. Interestingly, William Pike's riding number 11, One Cool Queen, but I was very impressed with Test Case, and I think she's a horse certainly worth following en route to the WA Oaks.
And what about One Cool Queen? She won, as I said, a race at Pinjarra, which has thrown up the winner of the Ascot 1000 Guineas on 2 occasions in the last 5 years.
Look, her 2 performances here in the West have been outstanding. First up, she should have won, and second up, to be honest, I don't think it was one of Benny Kennedy's greatest rides, and she was still able to get up. She defeated Largo Bell, who also goes around in this race. Drawn ideally in Gates Rail. I think she's a horse that likes a bit of room, though.
Yep.
She has the nose roll on. She's a little bit erratic in her races, and if she gets some room, she's going to take a power running down for mine.
Just want to have a comment on La Plunge. I made a comment after the race. Said, well, you'd knock me down with a feather if you'd have said this during her 2-year-old days that she'd win a Champion Fillies and win it like she did. But I went back and had a look at her form. Like the last 2 runs before this campaign started was a second to Zadansky over 1650 and then a second to Bridgestone over 1650. 2 starts back, she's beaten all the fillies home in the Challenge Stakes behind Morant.
Yep.
I think we may have just let this
Underrated,
girl get under our guard a whole lot. She finds a lead again, and there's not a whole lot of pressure. I think For Your Eyes Only has to be ridden forward, hand up to La Plunge and give For Your Eyes Only the perfect run to get the 1,800 metres.
Yep.
And I think they could be zippy enough around 1,800 for these other horses you're thinking going to be better suited at the Oaks, like the Test Case, One Cool Queens and that. And for that reason, I'm going to stick one La Plunge.
Right. Just quickly, For Your Eyes Only, she's drawn barrier 2. As you said, she's going to get the perfect run. She could easily
blow them off the map.
Yeah, easily.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in full agreement there. I'm glad we
blow them off the map. The question is, Bletchley Park, key business, 1,800 metres, stretching the Lackey. She's got a heap of class on her side. She now gets the opportunity to get the perfect run behind the Plunge and win this race, and she is the one that they've all got to beat in my mind.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I'm going to go for a bit of value outside of the champion fillies, and I'm going to go with the Lindsay Smith train, One Cool Queen. And I've been very impressed with her 2 efforts, and I think it's a good chance for her on Saturday. But like you said, she'll only improve as the distances do increase after Saturday. But I'm sticking race 7, horse 11, One Cool Queen.